What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I put out a video yesterday talking about a Terra Luna Classic, as you can see on the screen. New proposal. This one right here. New proposal, $10, everything there, right? It's not a brand new proposal that I actually put out there. I'm starting to create it. I'm in the process of creating it. I'm trying to get a sense of where people's heads are. And it seems like we're getting a lot of good feedback. But then we also have some constructive criticism, which I really, really like. Like, I'm a person that loves constructive criticism, and I want to talk about the major problems that we have with this proposal that I brought to the table. So before we get into this, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, those links are down below as well. If you want to DM me, you can DM me quickly over there, and I'll get to it eventually. Some of them get I have to filter through them. So feel free to go ahead and check that out. Don't forget about my new credit card YouTube channel, which the link will be in the cards. It should pop up at some point within the video. You'll see new credit card channel. Go ahead and check that out and subscribe. It does help out. But this question that we got, right, and the reason why I'm making this video comes from a subscriber, and it comes from Audio Gear 474. Thank you for being a subscriber for a year. I appreciate you subscribing for that long. But this is exactly where I thought people's heads would go, right? And that's why I'm creating this. I think, yes, it would have, and I'll go through what is said here, but it's gonna be hard for me to see because it is kind of far away. But I know what people are going to say, and it's about like certain pieces of the proposal. When you have a proposal that has everything together rather than things that are separate, like, hey, we need to pass this, and this. You have some people that don't agree with it, and if they don't agree with that one thing, boom, it's taking it out, right? And you have so many people that maybe don't agree with this, and so many people that don't agree with this, and so many people that don't agree with this. So while you agree with 99% of it, if you don't agree with 1% of it, that completely takes you out of voting yes on that proposal. Now, I've had a lot of people that have said, yeah, I'll vote yes. Like, it looks like you're trying to do something really nice, and, trying to, help the community out in a larger way. But I know exactly where you're coming from. So here we go. You seem like you're trying hard to get a proposal up and have some good things in there. But stuff like this is kind of like a multiple choice test. The question with the most in it is the one most likely to be false. False in other words, if you have 5 things people like, but one thing they strongly disagree on, they will vote no. Here are the things I think you could tweak to get a better chance of passing. 1.2% burn tax. I would personally be all for this, but it would likely get pushed back from developers, which seem to have ties with large stakeholders. Think 0.7% is probably most we could get by with. 2, exchange incentives for burning. I don't think pitching future potential would get them to bite, although it wouldn't hurt to try. Think immediate incentives such as 2% back would work better. 3, optional reverse split. Why even put this in there at this point? Exchanges won't think of this as a sacrifice, but might even back away because we would put in their since RS generally, I don't know what RS, since RS generally have reverse splits, generally have a negative effect. If you feel strongly about it, if you feel strongly about it, can always put up another proposal later. So sorry for that. I butchered the whole thing, but basically that's where I was coming from there. That's the major problem with a proposal like this. You have so many different pieces where one person agrees with 5 things, but then disagrees with something else, then it's a no vote for them. And I understand where they're coming from. And that's what I want to fix. And I want to the way that we get there is by changing people's mindset to understand what the end goal will be. Because a lot of times what you will see, and this is my plan with it, a lot of times what you will see is you have a large percentage of people that will go with it and explain the reasoning behind all of this, and then shift somebody's mentality. And now it's like, okay, I didn't agree with the 1.2%, but maybe I should agree with it now because it seems like it's something that could do damage, right? It's something that could decrease the supply a hell of a lot. I didn't agree with this portion because I felt like it was something that has a negative impact, but maybe we need that negative impact, right? I don't really know exactly how everything's going to be taken by everybody once I do put out the proposal or do put out the discussions, but that's why I'm putting out the discussions now as we're tweaking it. And I think you're right. You know, when we talk about in exchange incentives, I think the long-term goal, what exchanges want to know is that you're not going to do some sort of pump and dump, right? Where you're seeing a lot that's decreasing and you're seeing the price that blows up, and then all of a sudden people are dumping it. They want to understand that we are for the long term. And while we have a decent amount that's staked, right? Literally looking at $1 trillion that is staked there. And we understand the long-term outcome of it with the burns that happen with it. We want to make sure that we display that we're looking for the long term. We're looking for you to go from having $100 million worth added to your bottom line to, multiple billions of dollars that are added to your bottom line. We're looking for the success and, building of Terra Luna Classic Repeg altogether, right? And not just give us the burn so we can sell on you, right? So the incentive is making it more long-term, making it better for them, because it's not about them getting short-term funds as much. It's about them getting the longer-term goal, the Facebook idea. What's better than $1 million, $1 billion? Like, that's kind of where that comes from. However, we also have on my proposal that I brought up, if I could find it, I actually can't bring it up right now. On my proposal that I brought up, I had the 1.2%, and then exchanges had 1%. So they have an extra 0.2% to do with. If they wanted to add the 1.2%, pocket the 0.2%, or do whatever they want with the 0.2%, that's fine. But what we would do is do a 1% for exchanges to incentivize people to go over there. And if they want to work through something, they can always work through something to get a little bit more of an incentive. Maybe every exchange gets 0.1% of that 1%. So what would be the burn would be 0.9%, and then every exchange gets 0.1%. I don't really know how to really work that through, but the point is that we have to put that out there and communicate with exchanges, because it's honestly not about everybody getting something. It's about the survival of the overall chain. And if we keep pushing that everybody has to get an incentive and everybody has to get this and that, then it's more about what they are gaining rather than what the overall community is gaining together. Like, it's not about, in that a way of thinking, it's not about building the bigger picture. It's about just funding the small term or the short term. So I understand where you're coming from, and I'm totally open to changing things and adjusting things. But I just wanted to get that out here, that is the main problem, is that you have multiple people that do not want to agree on maybe like optional reverse split if necessary, or an optional a 25% burn. I saw somebody get upset about the 25% staking burn. Maybe it was miscommunicated to where they thought it was 25% off of how much you put into the staking platform, right? Or that you stake with a validator. No, it's off of the rewards. So it's 25% mandatory that you would have come off the rewards that you collect, that you claim, not off of how much you put in there or how much you take out. That's not really the case. That would be ridiculous. That's like you giving up 50% of your supply by putting it in there, taking away 25%, taking it out, taking out 25%. That's just not something that flies with anybody giving up all of your coins there. If people don't want to do a reverse split, that's another way of doing a reverse split, honestly. So what I'm saying is that we need to find the right balance. And that's the reason why I'm putting this out here, is to find that right balance. And that is a great comment, a lot of great points. And we'll take that into consideration as we're putting things out there. But I need to hear it from the broader group rather than just one person, one subscriber. I do appreciate your input though, but we do have to see all of the different points. And if people believe that that's the case, we should move to that level, right? Then we need to see the data behind it. We need to see the information behind it to say, this is the reason why we're moving here, because it'll create a better benefit. We need to hear it from the maybe exchanges as well, right? So we need that communication, and creating an all-in-one proposal is what's going to give us that communication. So guys, let me know what you think about this. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.